that first morning, you wake up and you think to yourself, I'm alone. How do I do this? Can I do it? What do I do? Or you wake up and go, finally, great, best day ever. I don't know. Either way, the first few days after separation, they are tough. It could be a good tough, it could be a bad tough, but there are better days ahead. I've been in these shoes 9 years ago and counting. So here's the first thing you're going to want to do. Change the locks, change your passcodes on all your accounts. And this is a real thing. The last thing you want is your ex coming in and snooping around your house and sending emails from your accounts, etc. And I speak from experience. This is actually a very real thing. So I'm not joking. So find a locksmith. Step 2, write down everything. I'm talking about your income, your outgoings, your schedule with the kids, your schedule for yourself, your responsibilities, how you're going to get your kids to their sports, how you're going to pay for that. Itemize absolutely everything. And I wish I'd learned that lesson. I went into this, as I said, 9 years ago, completely scattered. And I see that now, completely scattered. And writing everything down creates a sense of order in your life and makes you see in black and white what you're really facing, what you're really up against, and gives you a clearer path of what you feel you need to do. So trust me, you do not want to go into this blind. Step 3.
Let's go, girls.
Whenever I left my husband in 2013, I was able, as crazy as this sounds, I was able to reestablish the friendships with my gal pals. And we had wine nights once a week. I went to parks with the kids with my girlfriends, and it gave me that feeling that I was not going through this alone. My friends were so supportive, and it gave me that sense of strength behind me that I really truly needed. One of my best friends would come over all the time, and we would take the kids to the park, we would take them to Legoland. We did everything with the kids, and I ran myself so ragged because I was running away from my stresses and running away from the reality of having to think about everything. And that's step 4. Don't run from your life, because eventually you're going to have to confront the weight that's on your shoulders. And my advice to anyone who can take it, learn now versus later. This is something that I still struggle with, but I am getting better at it each and every day. And you know what's funny is that I spent years thinking about that since, but I also spent years thinking about that prior to separation, because it was several years before I separated that I knew what the reality of my situation was, and I knew that I needed out. This is really not just something that comes after the fact. It's actually something that came before the fact. I spent years thinking about the reality of my situation, and I ran away from those problems, and it hindered me. Completely hindered me. It did not benefit me in any way. You can't solve your problems by running away from them. Take it from me. I speak from experience. My best advice for confronting your stress, I'm kind of still working on that. And when I figure it out, I'll let you know. I'm Pamela Mulholland. You can do this, and I'll see you on the next one.